Hello everyone, today we have a HEDERA hash graph market update. Nothing more, nothing less. Few points I need to go over. So number one, new board member, HBAR Foundation, main focus of today's video. Number two, payments company launch in HEDERA. And number three, HBAR unlock. This is the biggest misinformation around this topic and a lot of FUD. We need to discuss this towards the end of the video and a few other things to go over. So no intro, just going straight into the information. Here we go. So HBAR Foundation, we're honored to announce that the former acting comptroller of USOCC and Coinbase CEO Brian Brooks has joined our board. I cannot explain how huge this information is. Right, Harvard graduate. He was also the CEO of Binance. I don't know if you guys watched this. Right, back in 2021 December, at Congress, we had a few speakers. Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle. We had Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX. And we have Brian Brooks. But every time I heard him speak, it felt like a breath of fresh air. How he explained cryptocurrency blockchain to Congress. If you haven't heard him, I'm going to place a little clip very quickly.
Colonial Pipeline hack was because they asked for Bitcoin. If they had asked for diamonds, if they had asked for cash, if they'd asked for almost any other thing, we'd never have caught the bad guys. We caught the bad guys because, not in spite of, because they used Bitcoin and we could tell exactly where the money went.
So the blockchain, because the blockchain was used, it was traceable.
Correct.
And he has been named the Boomer Whisperer with his ability to explain blockchain to people who are not involved with the space, know nothing about it, but related to similar assets, like in this little clip here, when it comes to cash and diamonds. This is very, very serious. He's also been listed by the Cointelegraph, the 13th most influential person in crypto internationally, and also be involved in most important financial, political, and policy events of the past 15 years. Also is a Decamillionaire, reference to the title and thumbnail to make you click the video. This is very important. Go and check out the video down below. Now, swiftly moving on to WePay, launching WeCoin settlement network on HEDERA to help bank the bankless in Africa and the Caribbean. And this is essentially a USD pegged stablecoin powered by HEDERA. No small feat, right? WePay is the Caribbean's leading payments network. And we can see when it comes to WeCoin, pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, is built on the HTS, interact with the HCS, with 50,000 plus websites and point-of-sale terminals cut across the Caribbean. This could be huge for TPS, which we will talk about in just a second. Let's go on to their website. Kind of clean here. We can see right at the bottom a few things I'm going to go over. So yes, FinTech, a member of the FinTech Association of Trinidad and Tobago. We can see winner of the 2018 Business Technology Awards and MTech. We know MTech on the channel. Strategic partnership to advance the Caribbean Regional Settlement Network and develop WeCoin, a digital central bank currency for the Caribbean. We know MTech's focus is mainly on the Caribbean and Africa. Right here we can see MTech and Haiti Pay unveiled the first CBDC proof of concept for the Haitian market, leveraging DLT, APIs, and FinTech services to reimagine the country's payment rails. Also progressing with CBDC, working with Nigeria, the regulatory sandbox of Ghana. So much movement going on. We know the leverage and the HCS as well, which is very important when you think about HEDERA. Also, another thing to mention, MasterCard. Right? WePay partnered to advance electronic payments across the Caribbean back in 2020. An interesting link there with MasterCard. This is very interesting. Now moving on to TPS. This might be what is actually needed. It's been cut in half. We're sitting around 500 now towards that 250 sort of level, fluctuating up to 300 now and then, mainly because the HBARs in the Atma funded account is running out. And if I remember correctly, it was initially funded with $2.3 million. Now we're down to $11,890 at the start of today. It was around $12,500. This could be really good when they run out, possibly using their own money to buy more HBAR on open market. Therefore, more demand or getting funded even more. We have to wait and see. I don't see that as bad news at all. Now we're moving on to the more saucy information of today. We have the big unlock in March. Everyone's going crazy about this. We can see once the picture finally loads, 3.1 billion tokens to be unlocked, 6.28%. Unlock amount, $227 million. This has clearly been taken off the HEDERA Treasury Management. If you go from Q4 distributions to Q1 2023, we can see the jump from 25 bill to 28 bill. Big thing to note here, this is Q1 2023, but it ends on the 31st of March. And in January, a big amount of that has already been released, right? Also, we do know when it comes to Swirlds Labs. So HEDERA will make its next prepayment 1.9 million HBAR for 2024 services. Now, I'm aware they're going to make payment, from what I've heard, to pay for people's salaries, but there's no incentive to sell. The most important thing to note here is it's been released over a couple of months schedule, right? Rather than the original picture, it dictates that it's all going to be released, which was yesterday, 6.2% on one day, which is insane. That's, a big difference here. Will the price move or not? Well, I'm not seeing too much movement right now. We're going to see much movement. I'm not really that fast, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of people saying they're going to sell their whole bag, wait for a potential dip, then buy back in. I think that's a very risky game to play. You do you, but I'd rather sit back, relax. If we go down, I'll simply just add to my position that I have. Now moving on to some more bonus information with the Hashgraph Association partners with Orange to launch accelerated program in Morocco. You know Orange, you've heard of him, right? Operating in 26 countries, 136k employees, 287 customers, or 87 million customers worldwide, and 43.5 billion euros in revenue. The Hashgraph Association is putting forward 100 million euros into the project to support startups and entrepreneurs. This is insane, right? Adoption Morocco, you don't see it often. Hopefully we'll see more. It's good to be reminded of Orange. Haven't heard of Orange in quite a while. And that's pretty much it for today's video. We went over new board member, payments company, huge for TPS. And this is going to be huge for the future going forward. And the HBAR unlock is not as serious as everyone is making out. Two things to go over: Discord information and community section. So we asked a question yesterday: what crypto did you accumulate the most in February? With the most vote answer at HBAR. I have never ever seen that before. Usually HBAR is last. That is insane. We have HBAR, then XRP, then QNT, then XC, then other. Let's have a little look at the comments, see what everyone has been buying. So HBAR, might phone and buy a lot more HBAR, XRP, Stellar, LCX, CSPR, fantastic investment there. We have HSuite from the HPAC wallet. I'll check that one out. Jasmy, Flare, a lot of mix of other coins that we do not speak about on the channel. And lastly, we have the Discord section. In the bottom section there, we have Enhance Your Mind, crypto info, crypto videos, my favorite ones, or favorite crypto books that I've read. Mindset info, favorite mindset videos on YouTube, gems there, and mindset books. And lastly, a new section, more to be added, side hustles. Quite a cringe word, very cliche, but I think side hustles are fantastic. But don't get the name mixed up, right? Side hustles take a lot of effort because it is scalable, it is competition-wise, right? But with TikTok Organic, very good form of dropshipping, relatively new, no paid ads needed. I would actually probably recommend that. Video editor, a lot of people, we live a creator economy, everyone's becoming creators. I'm actually hiring a video editor very soon. New camera, so I'm going to look for that. Pretty high paid skill depending on the creator you're working for. Thumbnail designer, I upload every single day. I don't think I miss a day of 2022. I know how difficult it is to get someone who's there every single day to give you thumbnails. These two ones take a bit of time, a couple hours every day for extended period of time, but these ones you could probably jump on. Short form content, freelancing agency. I am aware that the algorithm has changed, so maybe a lot more people are looking for this, and podcasts are sort of not as popular as they once were, but this is still very interesting, free value, more saturated, but this is something that is definitely doable from the get-go. And if you have any more, let me know down below. I'll maybe add some to the section, any interesting ones that are online digital side hustles. But, may it's fun the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.